Trauma is something that happens to you that makes you so upset that it overwhelms you. There is nothing you can do to stave off the inevitable because you are unable to function in the face of this particular threat. But the trauma is not the event that happens, the trauma is how you respond to it. Many people who are into treating trauma are into cultivating mindfulness, so that people can observe themselves, so that people can notice what's going on, so that people can become still enough to know what's happening. And so any treatment that helps people to calmly observe themselves and calmly understand what's going on inside is terribly important.
It's like, how can you, if you think of the travel, can you find that energy in your body?
Yeah. So basically, I need to tell myself I'm going to be safe when I get there. Everything is going to be fine. And like, I've taken a million trips before. Like it's
one
the
thing.
Thoughts that I add to the feeling in my stomach that makes it worse.
Yeah, but that's the cognitive part, Ma. So okay, now for a second, when you think about this overseas trip, if you close your eyes for a second, just relax your shoulders, relax your jaw, feel your butt in the chair, feel the support of that chair kind of supporting you because it's connected to the earth. So if you scan your body and you think of this sort of fear, is there a place in your body that kind of goes, hey, this is a little like achy or pain or pressure sensation?
Just a little. I just feel a little nervous in my stomach.
Okay, so put your hand over that and just see if you can connect with that feeling in your stomach. And then if you can breathe into it, if you can just allow it to be there and even embrace that feeling, even though it feels uncomfortable. Now, if you do that in combination with reassuring yourselves cognitively, then what you do is you help the cognitive structures of your brain, the neocortex, the new part of our brain, and the feeling, because the subcortex, the place that holds a lot of our old anxiety, is below the level of cognition. It doesn't understand words, but it understands feeling. So if you can take some deep breaths, breathe into that area, put your hand over it, really reassure it and look at it as little Maha. Did you experience when you were younger a separation from your parents where you went away a long distance?
Yes.
Because you're probably bringing back up that same feeling that you had back then now, because there's a part of our brain called the insular cortex, INSULA, that kind of mediates the mind and the body together. And I believe that when we go through traumas as a child, and they don't have to be big traumas, that insula creates a mental picture of your body at the time the trauma was happening. So it kind of recreates the past in your body. And as soon as that past in your body is recreated, the thoughts that were consistent with that feeling will just automatically come into your head.
Yeah.
You think because you've thought them, they have credibility when they really don't. Like, I'm afraid of this trip. Well, you've done this trip many, many times before. Clearly, you're not afraid of the trip. But clearly, it's probably what we call an implicit memory, which is those memories that aren't accessible by our cognitive word language structure. They are accessible only by feeling. And to heal that, and anxiety at a bigger level this is what anxiety is. It's this old subcortical, below the cortex program that we have to change. And the language of that subcortical structures, those subcortical structures, amygdala, hippocampus, pons, medulla, brainstem, is feeling. It doesn't understand words. So to heal anxiety, we need to go at the cognitive, absolutely. But we also need to go at the subcognitive too, at the place where this was probably encoded, probably when you were a child. And we can change that through feeling. We can't really change it through words. And that's why people that go through years and years of talk therapy, yes, the cognitive part of the brain goes, okay, yeah, I understand I'm not in danger. But that feeling part is still there. And we are much more ruled by our feelings than we are our thoughts. But we believe the opposite. We believe that our thoughts rule it. We're rational creatures. We're not. We act in emotional ways, and then we rationalize it cognitively. We buy that thing that's too expensive for us. and then we get afraid.
But it's the only thing that really healed me was really going to the spiritual. We're mind, body, spirit creatures. Mind and body, we have medicine, we have, neuroscience, but spirit is what heals us. It's not coming. Science won't heal you. Science will give you coping strategies. So whenever I see evidence-based mental health help, I always think coping strategy. That every time I see evidence-based mental health, I think coping strategy, because that's what it is. Science cannot figure out spirit. We cannot reduce love. We cannot put love into a jar that we can split it into atoms and go, this is it, or this is the part of the brain that has love. We've been trying to do that for many, many years in neuroscience, trying to find the source of fear in the brain, the source of love in the brain. It just doesn't happen. We can't do it because it's not one thing. It's like light is a wave and a particle, right? It's not just one thing. So science is not going to heal us. Science can give us strategies. It can give us little things that we can use to open the door to us. But what's really going to heal us, what's really going to resolve the mental dysregulation is this spiritual connection to ourselves, to other people, but mostly to ourselves.
Yeah, to ourselves, to other people, and to
the greater
intelligence.
Yeah.